Well, this is fun. I filmed this whole video once and looked at my camera and I was like, oh, the battery died at some point. So here I am again. Welcome to the video, guys. My name is Mandy. If you are new here, welcome. I have been trying to set some goals for myself and talk about them and then achieve them through the month. It hasn't worked that I've, achieved everything I've wanted to over the months, but this is goals for April. I'm going to recap March and welcome just to my life of trying my best. Okay. So for March, my homeschool goal was to register for our co-op and pay the fee. I did that. I committed to it. I've prayed about it. I've talked to Andreas about it. We are in for at least one more year of homeschooling. I've said since the beginning, we're just taking this year by year and kid by kid, and we're just figuring it out together as we go. Kind of like all of parenthood for me. I'm just kind of like, well, I'll do my best and we'll hope for the best. I just think right now it is the best thing for Marcus to be home at least one more year. And Abram is really excited about school, and I'm actually enjoying watching him learn. Like, he's like putting the words together, putting the letters together to make like a 3-letter word, and he's like, b-at, bat. And so we're in for homeschool one more year. And so I did that. I registered for co-op and I paid the fee. My relational goal was to enjoy my cousin's visit. She came from Texas, and I was like, oh, it'll be fun. We'll have some one-on-one time. Guys, she not only brought her 3 kids, which I knew she was going to bring her 3 kids. She has a foreign exchange student, which was super fun. And then she swung by her sister's house and picked her sister up and drove her sister out here also to surprise me. It was so fun. I didn't get one-on-one time with my cousin like I was expecting in my mind. I got so much more. It was fun. We went to a waterfall one day. We let the kids stay up super late. We ate great food. She cooks when she's here, and she's an amazing cook. And we played games and dominoes and cards, and I just loved it. I soaked in every second with company. I love having people at the house. I love her and her family, and obviously my other cousin, her sister, is wonderful, and so that was a great visit. My spiritual goal, I planned on fasting while Andreas was at a men's retreat. He was at a men's retreat for like a Thursday night through a Sunday morning, and I was just going to fast and pray. I did that for like Thursday night to the evening on Saturday, and so about 48 hours, and it was a great way for me to focus my attention on Andreas and just making sure I was praying for him. And I think it was good for him to know that I'm going to be thinking of you all the time, and you're at the top of my focus this weekend. And so I really, really enjoyed that. It's something that was beneficial for me and for him. Like, it was like, I know that you were thinking about me and praying for me. And so it was just everything I wanted it to be. Very, very cool. For my health goal, it's just, all year I've been like, I'm going to work out more. I'm going to run. I'm going to log my food. So my March health goal was to work out 25 days. I did not do that. Actually, I got in 18 Peloton workouts and 4 workouts lifting with friends, and that makes 22. 18 plus 4 is 22. I wrote it all down, like I was like putting these little stickers on this like chart, and I was like, this is not going to, I'm like, there was a certain point in the month where I was like, yeah, I am not hitting 25 days. But I finished the month of March, and I'm going to set that same exact goal for April. I just feel like 25 days out of the month is going to be good for me. But in March, I was like, yeah, I'll just work out every day, and if I miss one, it's cool. This time, I'm going to write down my workouts in my planner in this little sucker, and write down the days of which I'm going to do stuff. I think if I know I'm taking a waterfall hike with the kids one day, then I'm set for that, and I know that's my exercise. Those are like active rest days, but they can also be a lot of movement. So if I take a long walk, even though that wouldn't normally have been a year ago, been my workout, I'm going to consider that a workout. So I'm just going to pencil that into my calendar, make sure I'm going to get some good cardio, some good lifting, and some active rest days, and just stick to what I commit myself to do. So that brings me to my first goal that for April, that's my health goal, is to work out 25 days in April. My second thing is homeschool. Abram is going to finish his level K primer so that he's ready for his level K language arts. And I'm excited. He like knows the things, but he gets so sidetracked and he's like, oh yeah, and I'm like, what's this letter? And he'll be like, oh, that one is A, and A says at, but look down here. X says Z sometimes when it starts a sentence or starts a word like xylophone. And I'm like, slow down. Let's go back. Let's focus. So even though I think he's ready for level K in reading, he's also like a little all over the place still. And so I'm not going to push kindergarten, but I'm excited to have him finishing that book in April. So finish Abram's level K book and Marcus's unit 4. By the end of April, Marcus should be definitely like near or past lesson 100. And both of his math and his language arts books have like 120 lessons. So we should definitely be finishing in May, but that's another goal. So that's my homeschool. Relational, I want to have 2 family adventures. We have a family camping trip planned for April, and then at the end of the month, I planned another family camping trip, but I don't think it's going to happen. There's been some other things come up. And so I want to have 2 family adventures. One of them will be the camping trip, and I need to plan another one for April and just make sure that we're spending some time together, the 6 of us. I feel like the busier the kids get, like, and Andreas, and we're all over the place and we're doing different things. And then especially this summer, we'll like all go a million directions. I just want to make sure that when we are spending time together, it's focused and we're hanging out and we're intentional about that, so that when we're not all together, it doesn't feel like we haven't seen each other in months. And that's really important to me. So third thing, spiritual. I'm going to a women's retreat. I'm going to the Well. It is a beautiful, wonderful, wonderful weekend of rest, and I'm excited about it. I'm also, I think sometimes like when we're like, oh, I've been to a retreat like this before, I know what to expect. That's when we let our expectations get in the way of what God is doing and how he's moving with us and in us. And so I just want to prepare my heart to just hear from God and like open myself up to whatever he's going to tell me, and prepare for that growth and that change, whatever it is. I don't want to get in God's way by my expectations. And I think as long as I'm preparing for that, then when the weekend comes, I can completely open up to him and say, okay, I'm here, lead me. And so I'm excited about that. And then the fourth one, of course, is my health goal. I already talked about that, and it is to work out for 25 days. More importantly than working out for 25 days is to plan my workouts every week. So, yeah, hopefully the battery's still good in this camera and I'm not going to do this a third time because that's funny. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.